things did not get any better for them when they arrived at the court of King James VI. Instead of kindly clothing and feeding them, as their status demanded, they were left without these basic needs and were thrown in the dungeon for 6 months.
James had planned on giving them to the English Queen, Elizabeth I, in order to buy favour with her, but some of the Catholic lords at his court convinced James that the better course of action would be to deliver the Spanish back to their lords and not encourage conflict between them. This decided, James hired a Scottish merchant out of Flanders to come and deliver the Spaniards he held back there. With 4 vessels and provisions needed, the merchant set sail after the king gave him 5 ducats for each Spaniard he brought to Flanders. They passed by the English ports and fleets without any hassle, but alas, the Dutch, who had been forewarned of their arrival, had been waiting for nearly 2 months just outside of Dunkirk at a well-known sandbar. When they spotted the 4 vessels trying to enter the port, the Dutch opened up with their cannons, forcing them into more sandbars where they became wrecked. Boats from the port tried to come out and help those being wrecked, but were driven back to port by shots from the Dutch cannon. The Cuellar describes the vessel he was in, getting smashed and having to jump overboard, then clinging for dear life to a piece of timber that was floating near him, using it to help him get ashore in only his shirt. Having witnessed these scenes, the Cuellar wrote,
"The Dutch, making 1,000 pieces of 270 Spaniards, who came in ships which brought us to Dunkirk, without leaving more than 3 alive, for which they are now being paid out, as more than 400 Dutchmen who have been taken since then have been beheaded. This I wish to write to you, from the city of Antwerp, 4th of October, 1589.
It is here that the Cuellar got to write down his experiences, all entirely from memory, as had no opportunity to keep a record before this point.